Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on FGO. Today we're gonna talk about the new limited banner, which probably everyone should be rolling on. But before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So I usually skip advertising the banners because in most cases it depends on the account what kind of characters you need. Basically, everyone needs the meta supporters, and after that, you can pick whichever DPS you want. But this one in particular, I think it's extremely good. We just had the Ask the Savior banner, which is a pretty good multi-core supporter. Also farmer, depending on how many MP copies you get. But it was really good, and perhaps maybe I should have rolled on that banner, but I really wanted to guarantee that I get Castoria Berserker over here, so I decided to skip that particular banner. And I think that nobody should be skipping this one, because you are going to get value on this banner if you get any of these 3 units. So of course we have the amazing Castoria, which is the best, if not one of the best, single target DPS in the game. She has the ability to apply about 70% of charge, which is pretty disgusting. I mean, it is amazing how loopable this character is with her NP. And I mean, being a berserker is she's gonna do amazing damage. She is probably not as impactful as Ibuki, because most of the game is farming, and usually you're not going to farm a 1-1-1 node. It's usually 3-3-3 or maybe 3-2-1, and AoEs are going to be more impactful. But even so, she's extremely good because she's going to facilitate your multi-core farming teams. As you're not gonna have to worry about charging her MP. I mean, with just one skill activation of Castoria's attack up, you're gonna have enough MP. She can fill the rest by herself, and she will most likely fill a ton of her bar depending on how strong your Castoria is. She's gonna refill a ton of her MP gauge, and then you can just rotate the next supporter and charge the rest of your NP bar for her and your main AoE attacker. So this one is particularly good. You definitely want to get this maybe at MP2. I got her on MP5. I have been saving a lot of free quartz to get her, and I managed. Good, but that's not the only prize we have over here. There's also Chloe. Chloe, it's an amazing engine. Similar to Koyanskaya, Castoria, Skadi, Ruler Skadi, all of those engine type characters that give you a ton of charge. She is really good because she enables those characters which were previously unable to loop and would have to use some kind of wacky team like double overrun. Yeah, double overrun is a thing. It's doable, but it's not effective. You're just using you're only using double overrun because you're forced to, because you don't have enough charge. But now with Chloe, she is going to allow you to farm basically with anything. The big disadvantage about Chloe is the fact that you're gonna have issues with the cost. That's the thing. But if you're not rolling on the event and you don't have any particular CD that you want to equip, then you can get the increased cost and on your party and just equip Chloe, add Chloe to your team, and she's gonna label everyone. Even Arash can farm with Chloe, 3-turn farm. I mean, you need guts, but it is good because what she does is that she gives a buff to every character in the team, and each time they hit an enemy, they're gonna get stacks. If they hit with an AoE MP, they're gonna get basically 3 stacks if there are 3 enemies, and that later on you can exchange for NP, 10% NP gauge, depending on the number of stacks, 10% per stack. So you can do a 30% NP battery on your first NP, but if you hold on to that, you're gonna do a 60% NP battery. So that's really, really good. And it can be even more if an enemy manages to survive and then you do a brave chain after that. You're gonna get a lot of charge. I mean, perhaps it is a little bit wacky. Perhaps she has a high cost and that complicates composition and team building, but it's definitely worth it to have the option. And besides, the characters who get the most benefit out of this are probably the low stars or characters who have troubles farming. And the ability to NP 3 times in a row with those characters is invaluable. I think it is really, really worth it. Lastly, we have over here Suzuka. Suzuka, I mean, I know, she's just a rider, a quick AoE rider. And you might think, well, why do I care about a rider? It is not the fact that she's a rider, but rather that she's a competent 4-star AoE quick looper. That's already a big deal. If we compare Suzuka with other quick riders, I mean, what do we have? We have Astolfo. Yeah, Astolfo has a 50% MP battery. And that's about it. I think that the hit count and the refund isn't that great for Astolfo. Then we also have Mary. I mean, Mary's not looping. I mean, you might do something young, but she's not very good at looping. And there's a couple other AoE riders, like let's say Summer Carmilla. Yeah, she could loop, I guess. But Suzuka, in particular, is super easy to loop by comparison. First of all, she has a battery, a 30% battery. You pair that with the mana loading, and then you have a 50% right at the start. That's pretty good. But not only that, that particular battery is going to give you NP gain up, which means that it's going to be easier to loop. And then, on top of that, she has a quick up. A quick up is going to be very, very good. It's going to allow you to increase your gains on the MP refill. And she also has an attack up and an MP up. I mean, she's amazing. She's really, really good. Perhaps she's not the best farmer, I know. But at least she's a pretty competent 4-star, a pretty competent AoE quick 4-star, which is able to farm. So it is not that she's gonna be a total mess and she's not gonna be useful. She is useful. She's not top tier, but she's usable. And that's great. So you cannot lose at all with this banner. As long as you get any of these 3, you're gonna get something good out of the banner. And let's not forget about the CE. The CE, this Dazzling Moon, the one with Arcade, is going to give you a star region at 1 copy is 3 crit stars every turn. At MLB is 4 crit stars. Then it increases poster performance by 8% or 10% when MLB'd. And it also gives overcharge 2 stages 1 time. And I mean, that effect is not going to change. It doesn't change no matter if it's MLB'd or not. But overcharge and MP performance up, that's really nice. I mean, it is usable. Though the star region isn't that impressive, I would prefer a bigger MP performance up or a buster performance up. It is usable nonetheless, especially with characters who do not have a good enough hit count on their buster cards. So there's value in rolling on this banner, trust me. I know that many may have roll for Ace and do not have enough quartz, but try to grab as many quartz as you can from those free quest notes, whatever source of quartz you have. Try to get as much as you can. And I know that there's some people waiting for the second part, the second banner, which I'm not gonna mention the characters, but there's a competent AoE farmer, arts AoE farmer with a huge amount of MP recharge. So that's usable. I mean, it's not going to be better than Ibuki, but it's still pretty good. And there's also two other popular characters. One of them kind of an immortal challenge quest characters that you want to use, and the other one is a character that can change between single target and AoE MP, which is nice. And those are popular, but this banner is the one that you want to roll on, because you have the busted attacking and the engine character, the 4-star engine, which are pretty good. And I didn't mention this, but Chloe has the ability to just block herself out. That's really good. I mean, you have two activations of block suit just by adding this member to your party. So on the third wave, she's gonna be out and she's gonna bring another charger. That's why you want to use Chloe. She's gonna give you the battery and then she's gonna give you another charger. Yes, that's amazing. Well, anyways, let me know in the comments if you're rolling for these or not and your results. I wish you a ton of luck so that you're able to get whichever character you want at whatever MP level that you want. And that's it for today, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!